So it's kind of been a while since I streamed, and my God, I'm dark in this car. I'm currently in my car. I just got off work. 12 hours, bitches. Yeah. So the fuck is that? Sorry, I'm like hearing random ass noises outside my car. What is that? Can't be my little game thing, can it? Hang on. Nope, it's not you. See, like, I got this little game thing right here. This little Pac-Man thing. I don't know if you can see it. But, I literally just got out of work. It's been a very long time since I've actually uploaded a video on any of my channels. Literally, like, both my YouTubes and my Twitch. I'm gonna get this out there. Only because, to be fair, I'm in so much pain right now. My whole left side is just not happening. My left side has been not happening for like, what you call it? Oh God, I forgot the word. Has not been happening for a couple of months now. Those who actually know me, they know why. I'm not gonna post the reasons why. Oh, hail doctors though. I love you. Doctors and nurses, especially during this time of COVID. I don't have COVID. Let's just leave it at that. It's just, I've had, a long time problem come back basically, and it's literally kicking my body's ass. Yeah, that's the only explanation I'm putting out there. But I'm in so much pain that I'm partially delusional right now. I'm like looking at everything like, well, look at that and stuff like that, and it's like the funniest thing. And the reason why I am currently still in my car is because I do have carpoolers that ride with me in my car. They're in a different department than me, so sorry, I'm like seeing shit right now. I'm like, what the fuck was that? But anyway, excuse the noise. People are currently leaving. Like, majority of this factory leave almost like exact same time, except for maybe like a department located in the back. So, which is where my carpools are. So, I decided to do a little, hey, I'm still alive, guys. With current circumstances and shit like that, I'm literally YOLOing life. YOLO, I'm bringing that back, guys. So, basically, it's me trying to complete a bucket list. And ironically enough, some friends from my past, like college, high school, even from like junior high and elementary school, are helping me out. Even some friends from work, ironically enough, are helping me out with this. I think a small group of them are actually trying to take me on a fishing trip. It's gonna be fucking funny if they manage to pull that shit off. And then I think 2 more from work are trying to cross out something on my bucket list that's been on my bucket list for a while. It got updated. There's one on my list where I was like, it was since I was a kid. It was basically I wanted to be in 2 places at once. But basically it got updated to 4 places at once because I found out a long time ago that there is a monument called the Four Corners Monument where 4 of the states meet. It's right there. The monument's like right there where all 4 of those states meet. And I would just literally want to sit on it and be like, I am sitting in 4 places at once. And I think 2 of my coworkers like, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We all sitting on that shit. So it's comforting, for them. Literally, I didn't even tell them about my bucket list. Now that I think about it, there are only like a few people in my department that I actually told about my bucket list, and that's literally like less than a handful. And actually, no, it might be a handful, but the only people I actually told about my bucket list were the people in my department. And ironically enough, the people that are trying to cross off shit off my bucket list are people outside my department. So, because they're like, well, if you're gonna go YOLO in life, do you have like a bucket list? And I was like, how'd you know, right? So, and now they're all just literally trying to knock shit off my bucket list, and it's like the cutest thing in the world. Getting back into the culinary fun. That's gonna be I'm somewhat out of practice because I haven't in a while, but I will do it. I will get back into practice. Yeah. I also got back into art. I've actually brought a little notebook with me to work not continuously, but there are a few days where I brought like a notebook with me. It's like an old school notebook that I managed to find. I unearthed it from all my shit while moving back to my mom's place. And legit, what you call it? When I found all these notebooks, I was like, I'm not even going to use it for schoolwork. I'm going to use it to doodle. Go back into art. And so I got back into art. If this car thinks I'm leaving, you're sadly mistaken, buddy. It's all looking at me like, are you leaving? No. Do I look like I'm leaving? Yeah, lunatics. Anyway, God, what was I saying? But yeah, I am currently waiting for 2 of my carpoolers. They're both in the same department, and it just so happens it's not even my department. So it's like, fuck. So anyway, other stuff I'm getting back into besides culinary and art, I'm trying to get back into music. Trying being the operative word. There are a lot of Priuses here. No, I just realized we have an abundance of like Priuses here at my work. And also we have an abundance of white cars. It doesn't matter what type of car. The good chunk of these cars are the color white. Granted, my car is also white, but still, it's like almost every car I see is white. And it's just weird. I don't know. Hella random. But anyway, where was I going with this? There were some downs, especially with health issues. Again, not corona, I promise. There were some downers with my health issues and current things. Like, there were a lot of deaths in my family, and, well, 3 mainly. Actually, no, 2 in my family, and then there were like 2 of my friends from my childhood passed away this year. Health reasons, again, not corona. There were break-ins also. So that happened, and it just all stacked up in 2020. And quite frankly, I have been with the whole the illness thing coming back and all. It's just, I don't know, it's just when you thought you were no longer sick, you're like, yay, happy, and then it just comes back, and all of a sudden you're just like super depressed about it. I mean, who wouldn't be? You know what I mean? And so I've been putting up I wouldn't say a brave face. I've been forcing energy to try to be as somewhat cheerful as possible. But then, like, other shit happened. Like, my break-in happened. We had a break-in, and, well, I did, not we, sorry. And other stuff happened with that break-in, and I'm not gonna lie, I found myself completely alone. And it was a very difficult thing to really comprehend, because the family members and friends that passed away were actually usually the first people that were there for me when shit hit the fan. And I said fanned. But now that they're gone, I just felt extremely alone. And then I just felt somewhat alone also at work. You know, like, there's some people that can't really comprehend the stuff that I'm going through. because they'd never been through it themselves, or they never knew anybody that has. And some people, like, cultural wise, didn't really understand what I went through. And because of that, I wouldn't say avoiding, they've just been keeping their distance. And I get it, but at the same time, it's like, when some people who are in their lowest point like me, you don't have to be comforting and shit like that. Just knowing that I have a friend in my corner is, it's literally all I need. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to comfort me or anything. Just let me know I have a friend in the corner. You know what I mean? And I swore to myself I'd stop crying, but we all know how horribly sensitive I am. I did go through a very dark moment where I haven't gone to in a very long time, and I'm not proud of it. And it made people who were already keeping their distance from me keep even more distance from me. Mainly because they're angry that I did what I did. And so I guess the main reason why I'm making this video is mainly, of course, letting people know who are subscribed to me that I am alive. Just because I haven't uploaded forever, I'm alive. But also to kind of vent out, because I don't really have anyone to really vent out to. It's definitely not healthy to keep that shit hidden deep inside your soul, because locking it inside is just, it does things to you, you know what I mean? And so I do see a counselor, a therapist, but I only saw this therapist mainly for a previous thing that happened like over a decade ago. And I am still seeing that one on my days off. Add more shit. But I know the therapist helps and everything, but at the same time, it helps to talk to somebody that you're close to, whether it's family or friends, you know what I mean? And even though I've been going to this therapist for a while, there's just some things that I'm still not comfortable telling her, and I feel more comfortable talking to either family or even a friend. But sadly for me, all of my close friends that I grew up with all moved away from the Bay Area. I was like, Jesus Christ, guys. Except for one, which is one of my carpoolers. I thought his ass moved away, but apparently not. And then a good chunk of my family, there's one half of my family I don't talk to, and the other half are all moved away. And again, like, I thought I had at least my friends here at Tesla, but I guess there are just some things that I went through that they just didn't want to deal with. And I get it. I honestly do, but it'd be nice to have a friend that I've been friends with for a while. Just to be there. You know what I mean? And this half my reason for this video is literally me venting out. And I swore I wouldn't cry. There's something that I definitely got from my mother. It's my sensitivity, I swear to God. I do look like my mom, though. There's only few things I got from my dad. Like, I got my dad's eyes. I sneeze like my dad, except it's like a smaller, girly version of his sneeze, but I sneeze like my dad. I said eyes. Stubborn streak. Yep, I got that from my dad. My cursing problem. I started cursing when I was in 4th grade, and I actually blamed my dad for that one. But also, I started cursing for another reason. One was my dad. He wouldn't shut up when he cursed. And then the other reason was because I was horribly bullied in elementary school, to the point where the only way to scare my bullies away is to start cussing at them. Like a maniac, right? And so when I started cussing in 4th grade, they literally left me alone. So, well, kind of. They mellowed out, let's just leave it at that. But, a good chunk of my work left, and yet there's literally, like, the parking lot is packed. But then again, what you call it, the day shifters probably most likely got here. But still, it's kind of scary. It's, like, super packed. And, like, my carpooler's department hasn't even left yet. Shit. Can you imagine what happens when they leave? I wonder how many parking spots there'll actually be. But then again, like, the day shift for their department's gonna show up too. So it's like, fuck. But, I'm not gonna lie, though. Like, there are 2 friends in particular at work that I really do miss. Especially one. It's difficult. I'm gonna literally call them by just their first initials, which is M and S, respectively. S is the taller one, M is the smaller one. But I know a lot of people kept telling me, like, when they both stopped talking to me, other people are like, fuck them. They weren't your real friends. Don't talk to them. But it's just difficult to let both of them go, especially M in particular, because he was the one I was closest to at work. And it actually legit broke my heart when he stopped talking. And then I got that small glimpse of hope, because he started, well, not physically talking to me, but he started messaging me again, but then he went back to not talking to me again. And so it hurts so much more because I got very close to M, and I am not gonna lie, it actually freaking broke my heart. Even S not talking to me actually broke my heart, because S and I had so many heart-to-hearts when I was, like, hanging out with him in his car and all that shit. And I really cared about both of them, Like, I cared about both of them. I cherished both of them. And I loved to death. Well, not love to death, but you know what I mean? Like, I am such a crybaby. And I know, like, a lot of people at work kept telling me, if they stop talking to you and they're not even going to give you a reason, then fuck them. They weren't your friends, but to me, they were my friends. They were my best friends. And it was just the most painful thing to lose the 2 of them. For those who know me, they know for a fact that making friends was just the most hardest thing for me. 1, because I was always sickly, and 2, I was always bullied. So making friends was always so damn difficult for me. So when I actually do make a friend somewhere, they don't get it. They don't understand how much it means to me that I actually managed to not only make a friend, but actually keep a friend. Because there were times when I would make a friend, but then they find out I'm sickly and they don't want to be my friend anymore. And they bully me for it. So to make a friend and to actually get to keep a friend is just, it means a lot to me. And to lose those 2, especially, God, I dropped shit. Especially how close we were and everything, it's just, They just don't get it because they don't know how I grew up. Friendless wonder, that's how I grew up. I only had like a few, like small little groups of friends from certain things. Like I had a small group of friends from, because I went to a private preschool and kindergarten. It's like a separate building. And I had a small group of friends there, and then I went to an elementary school where I only had like 3 friends there, and then I transferred to another elementary school which I had like only like 5 friends there. 5, 6, I don't remember how many. Junior high, I think I had like 1 friend, but then they left. I had 1 friend from junior high. Not, they didn't leave, they passed away. It was one of the 2 friends that I lost this year. In high school, I had like a small little handful also. And I went to junior college and 4-year college, and between the 2-year junior college and the 4-year college, I only had like 4 friends. So, and then my first job, I made some friends there, and they ended up becoming assholes. I never made any friends in my second job, and then this is my 3rd job right now. They don't get it because they hang out with their friends outside of work and party out or drink out, or, well, of course not during the whole Corona thing, but before Corona, some girls got sleepovers, some guys, hung out, drink at each other's houses and play video games and shit like that. I didn't really get that luxury. Again, because I was always sick, and then I just never had any actual permanent friends. Even if I did have permanent friends, they couldn't hang out with them because I was always sick. So again, it's like making friends and keeping friends and getting to hang out with them. It's a special thing for me. And you guys might think it's so corny and cheesy, and it's like, that's nothing, hanging out with them. You could say that because you get to do that. You didn't barely have friends and weren't able to hang out with them at all because you were sickly. You got to hang out with them. You got to go to sleepovers, you got to go to birthday parties, you got to hang out. When you got old enough, got to hang out and drink. So that's why I keep saying that. They don't understand. They don't think it's such a big deal. But it is for me. And when you live such a sheltered, sickly life, getting to do these things means everything. Hell, even getting to do this job means a lot. You know how horribly boring it is to be in a hospital. A good chunk of your life. And not get to do anything, not even like have a job while you're in high school and shit like that. I couldn't have a job in high school. You know why? Because I was sickly. That's why people are like, why do you enjoy going to work even when you're sick? It's like, because I never got to go to work when I was sickly and in school. So even the smallest minor things that everyone thinks is just small shit, or why do you like work? I hate work. It's stuff that I never got to experience. So, hey, there's finally some light out besides the stupid lights outside. But yeah, enough of the sappy shit. Other shit that I'm actually doing to get off my bucket list. I said art, right? And I'm getting back into music. I'm getting back into culinary again because I stopped for a little bit. I stopped mainly because around the time my 2 friends stopped talking to me. And what else? I'm getting back into car shit again. I haven't fixed or built cars again. The culinary thing and the whole auto shit, like building and fixing cars and cooking and baking, that stopped around the time a little before around the break-in at the same time I lost my two best friends. And so I might get back into those again, only because I don't remember if they're on my bucket list, but, you know, just get back into hobbies again to get my mind off sickness. I don't know, guys. 2020, I can't really complain because some people are going through way worse in 2020. But it's just, no, no. If there was a reset button, but then again, I don't know, that might, you know how those TV shows and movies that say don't time travel and bullshit? Wouldn't a reset button be kind of like time travel? Just saying. I don't know. Would it count? A reset button, would it count as a time travel thing? Would it? And you know all those TV shows and movies and all that shit that tell you not to mess with any time travel? Yeah. Oh my god, Tion, where are you? Wait, what time is it? Oh shit. Still have hella time before his ass comes out. I'm all thinking he's already out. Oh my god. So bad. I managed to befriend some of the new people in our apartment. They're adorable. Like Blanca, Ebony, T. Oh god. And then I call my battery batch babes. I have nicknames for them. The only one I call by their real name is Kiki. The other two I give nicknames to, which is P and Cookie, respectively. I call one of them Cookie because she always has some cookie memorabilia, like she's wearing something that's like cookie related, like a hat or a sweater or like both. And I just shortened P's name because that's her first initial. But yeah, I befriended those three. I call them my battery batch babes. But yeah, I ran out of time.